Welcome back to Football King. That's super excited. It's another stream. I'm here with my brother Andrew. It's another stream. I was talking about transfers. It's the season, guys. We can't help it. We have to talk about
We have
transfers.
to talk about it.
But also on the side, we're also talking about the Club World Cup. So there's a lot to get ready for. So let's get prepared. Let's get prepared for this conversation. Let's get prepared for the conversation. Let's dive in. Mudryk charged by FA. What's going on with Mudryk? I thought this boy is this boy still a player? What's going on with him? I'm tired of talking about it.
So today the report came out that he's been officially charged by the FA for
Okay.
doping ban, right? So
What did he what give us the backstory? What did he take? What's
there's a substance that he tested positive for during the
mm-hmm.
international break, right? That's the thing. Like international break, they can test you randomly.
Yeah,
Even in the Premier League, they test randomly.
yeah.
But he claimed he didn't take the substance directly. It's probably a drink he had.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, the substance is bad. Before you
Well,
start drinking energy stuff and all these enhancers, I know
mm-hmm.
maybe he wants to increase his energy, his speed, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be very careful. See, the same thing with Pogba, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doping
Mm-hmm.
ban too. And you can unknowingly take you just like you go and take an energy drink or you try a new drink. You're an
Yeah,
athlete. You are
yeah.
being tested.
Yeah,
You have to check what is at the back of what you are drinking. That's
exactly.
standard stuff. For them, they don't just buy anything at the store. They don't
Yeah,
drink any, especially drink. They don't
yeah,
drink anything,
yeah.
right? Especially all
Mm-hmm.
these canned drinks and
Yeah,
all
you
this.
have to watch what you take,
Yeah, you
basically,
don't know what is
as a
inside. If
player.
you are not sure, it's best not to even don't take it, right?
Yeah.
And tested positive. He claims he didn't know. That's on the A test. And now he's like, oh, he's ready to prove his innocence. Okay, they say, okay, go for the B test now. Goes for the B test. We've been waiting for close to it's almost 9 months. Almost since maybe October last year.
Okay. Yeah.
It's since October last year.
Mm-hmm.
And talk about 3 months, 1 to 6 months. So it's almost 9 months we've been waiting.
Almost 9 months. Okay. Mm.
Right. So today they finally charged him officially
Damn.
with
And
doping
what are
ban.
the consequences of the charge? Does this mean that he's out of football for a very long time?
He's currently banned from any footballing activities, like even the
Wow.
trophy stuff. He wasn't there to collect his
Medal.
medal, but hopefully they
Wow.
will give him a medal, right? But
Hopefully.
the,
Has he even played enough games that he deserves a medal?
he has played enough games.
Fair. Let's talk about transfers into more detail. Joao
Yeah.
Pedro to Chelsea. What am I seeing? Is this real? Joao Pedro to Chelsea? You guys really want to do a deal with Brighton again? After the
Those,
Caicedo deal that
those
Brighton did with you
suckers,
guys,
those suckers. I
you're
hope
going back.
I will never see Brighton again.
After Robert Sanchez, you're
Oh,
going back to
God.
Brighton. What's
I'm,
up
I'm,
with Chelsea and Brighton?
I'm
It's like a
tired
toxic
of Brighton.
relationship at this point.
They are our feeder club. Without us, they don't make profits. That's Chelsea
Wow.
and Brighton.
But at least you guys got Caicedo from them. Caicedo sensational. You guys got
Good.
Robert Sanchez for them.
Bro,
Arguable.
don't
He's
say
neither here nor
sensational.
there.
Don't say sensational, please.
He's neither here nor there.
It's just Sanchez. It's just Sanchez.
Yeah, but it's not too bad. He's just neither here nor there. But Joao Pedro, I don't know. You fit well. At least to be wait. So is this like
As
three
is,
strikers or what?
I'm thinking as a. If you ask me, I'm thinking as a striker
Okay.
because he can play as a striker. He can play as a winger.
Then what of the lap? What
I think
happens to the
I
lap?
think it's all about options,
Mm.
right? Because now you have a case where on the wings
Yeah.
we only have Pedro on this side, Pedro Neto, and we have
Mm-hmm.
Mudryk. Then we have
Yeah.
Tyreek George.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get Tyreek George can play right, but
Yeah.
that's not enough, right? So we need one more person on this side, on the left hand side, and I think Maresca still wants more firepower.
Just in case. It's a long season. You need that squad depth. Now that you
Exactly.
guys are also playing Champions League, it's kind of
Exactly.
really necessary to
So,
get one.
and you
Let
have different profiles in case you
yeah.
want to make Madueke sit up. You just need people coming off the bench, right?
Both Liam Delap and Joao Pedro are different types of strikers. One is very techy, one is
You can
very
even have the
physical.
funny thing is that we are trying to sign Gittins from what's his name?
Uh,
Gittins
from
from
Dortmund, right? Is it
Dortmund, right?
Dortmund? Yeah,
And Dortmund want a lot of money.
yeah.
So
But it
maybe
seems like a serious target for you guys.
yes, but I think maybe they are thinking maybe we should go for Joao Pedro. He can play as a winger. He's direct.
Yeah.
The Maresca type winger dribbles.
Hmm.
He dribbles in. He's direct, and he
Hmm.
can play as a striker. He knows how to score goals.
Yeah.
So any option, if your strikers are injured, you have an option. You see
Hmm.
great competition, right?
Yeah.
But it will be, I think Joao Pedro is a better option because he's Premier League proven.
Hmm.
It's not direct competition for the Lap and Jackson,
Yeah.
but he could be a direct competitor if two of them are not performing. Then
Fair.
you throw him up front.
Fair.
Yeah,
Fair. Fair. Wow, that is crazy. Man, I did not expect Joao Pedro because I thought Joao Pedro was going to go to Liverpool because there was rumors of Joao Pedro going to Liverpool and now Joao Pedro going to Chelsea. But I know Joao Pedro is just a player that deserves to go to another club,
to a
right?
big club, and
But
I think he wants to go to a big club.
yeah, he
Yeah,
should go to a big club. I think he's someone that would love to see him ball in a big club and see how well
he
he
does.
performs.
Yeah.
But what's up with Isak to Liverpool? Is this a rumor? Is this real? Why am I just hearing about this now?
Uh,
Why am I just hearing about this
is a
now?
rumor, but at the same time, conversations have been had, like there's been inquiries, sort of. It's always starting with the inquiries,
Yeah.
right? Once Isak, what would it be?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Newcastle don't just want money; they want two players,
Yeah.
right? So
Mm.
they want um,
Who and who?
you know them, right?
Who? Elliot
Elliot, I think Elliot and Jota, right?
and Jota.
No, is it Jota?
Really?
No, what was it on my?
Newcastle are chasing Brighton's striker Joao Pedro as well, according
Yes.
to Talksport, and they
So
are
they are,
particularly concerned with the rival bid from Chelsea. The Brazilian is valued at 70 million pounds. 70
yeah,
million pounds for Joao Pedro. Anyway, it's Premier League proven, right?
yeah.
Arsenal have identified Borussia Dortmund winger Jamie Gittins as a priority target as well.
So that's
And
it.
people are saying that Jamie Gittins is
Mm.
rejecting every offer. According to Fabrizio Romano, the claim is that he wants to move to Chelsea.
He wants to
He,
move
ac-
to
he
Chelsea.
actually wants to go to
He
Chelsea.
has an agreement. He's ready. He's just to he
Wow.
signed. He's already has a personal agreement. He wants Chelsea because the way these young players look at it, like Delap.
Yeah.
People will say, oh, why didn't he go to Arsenal? Why didn't you? But they look at it and say, oh, Chelsea are a side that they are bringing in young talents, and their
Of course.
focus is to make sure they succeed.
Of course. Yeah.
They are not just
Hmm.
bringing a young talent and throwing him into a squad. You
Hmm.
want them to succeed.
Yeah.
And Chelsea are a club that they want to win trophies. They are more serious about winning trophies than
Yeah.
even Arsenal.
Hmm.
Man, you will win trophies.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? But Arsenal, we don't quite know, right?
I mean, we've talked
Winning
about it
trophies.
here on the stream so many times that if Arsenal don't win a trophy this season, it's almost like, come on. Like win
Yeah,
something. It might not even be the EPL, but win something.
yeah,
But you're right. Despite their impending move for Florian, Liverpool are considering a bid for Newcastle United striker Alexander Isak. So this is like confirming what you were saying,
yeah.
which
That's what
will
I'm saying.
break the Premier League record transfer again.
Come on.
Do you know how much Isak is going for?
How much? 120.
150 million pounds.
Where are they getting this money from?
I don't understand. Liverpool, were they saving over the years? It's like all the time that Klopp was, all the time that Klopp was at Liverpool, they were just pinching pockets to save and save
Oh
and
my
save. Okay, we
days.
want something, but we're not buying
We're
somebody
not buying.
expensive. We want something, but we're not buying anybody. Because if you look at the past couple summer
You
transfer
guys
windows
did
and even
not.
transfer,
Yeah, last year you guys didn't buy anybody
we only bought one person
throughout the whole year.
throughout the whole
So
year.
if you look at it, if you look at
There's a
it,
lot of profit, right?
is 3 transfer windows. The money for 3 transfer windows you are using in one.
In one transfer window
Because summer you only bought Chiesa.
for 12 million.
January, did you add anyone? No.
No,
And summer. So it's 3 transfer and usually clubs spend the big clubs spend at least 150
per window at
per
least.
window. Like if
Yeah,
you spend 150, let's just flex more. Or
being like
100.
one or two. I
So
feel like I feel like this summer we're going to sign Caicedo for like 100 and something. We're willing to spend that summer,
big,
but that
yeah.
money we did not sign Caicedo for. We didn't sign Caicedo. We signed
That so that
Endo.
money is still there,
We signed Endo and we signed Gravenberch,
which were very cheap.
which were not expensive signings, right? You know, Klopp always had this mentality of he doesn't want to spend too much on a player. He doesn't
Exactly.
really see the point, but
Doesn't see it, yeah.
it's looking like Liverpool are really trying to do like some serious rebuild.
But
Some
if you guys
serious.
get Isak,
It's over.
that would be deadly for everybody.
Man, I don't know, man. Trent Alexander-Arnold, I don't know why he left. I feel like this would have been the Liverpool that would have really
Dream
stamped,
Liverpool.
would have really taken him on the map. Don't you think so? Because it's almost like he left for more of a club name than what is good on paper. Anyway, this is not a Trent conversation, but it's just, looking at him, I don't know. Anyways,
And
it's just my opinion.
and Trent has a new manager. We're not sure of his tactics. We're not sure how long he'll be there. There's so many
Many
uncertainties.
risk.
And people think that, oh, automatically, if you go to Real Madrid, you are getting Champions League. They should go and ask Mbappe what happened.
That's not the case.
They should ask Mbappe what happened.
That's not
Because
the
he,
case.
he left a club that just won Champions League to a club that didn't win it. So
And the funny thing about this whole thing is the Champions League format is now harder.
yeah.
It's not as easy as it used to be. That easy
Before, yes,
road,
they
you have
just
some
give
easy
everyone simple
line.
groups.
You beat a few cheap clubs, and before you know it, you're in quarterfinals.
Finals,
You
yeah.
beat it, you get paired in a really easy group. You dominate
Yeah.
that group. Before you
Yeah.
know it, round of 16, before you know it,
You're done,
it's no
yeah.
longer as easy as that anymore.
Harder now
Now it's harder, a lot harder than before.
than
So
before. Yeah.
I don't know, but this Alexander Isak to Liverpool is looking really, really, really serious. Wow, I'm
It
actually
is.
very, very
It
surprised.
is. Yeah.
Well, I want him to come because Isak,
You've been
the
talking
amount of
about
times Isak has
Isak for the
punished us.
longest time.
You said what?
You've been talking about Isak for the longest
I've been
time.
talking
Like,
about Isak for the longest time, and I think he's the striker that deserves to be at Liverpool. I don't see Osimhen being a fit, even though I'm an Osimhen fan. Osimhen is more of Man U. He's more of Arsenal.
true.
It's just not a. It's more of Chelsea. You
Mm.
know, it's more of Chelsea. His profile fits more of Chelsea, but Osimhen
That,
doesn't fit to Liverpool. But when you think of Isak,
yeah.
Isak is just a right fit. But 150 million pounds, Liverpool,
Damn,
relax.
that's a lot of money. Is it
Relax.
150 that Newcastle wants?
150 million pounds is a lot of money for Isak.
That's too much.
It's a lot of money for Isak.
I would
I
say
agree.
120 would have been okay.
We've already paid like 116 million for Florian. Now we're coming to pay another 150.
Was it
That means this
160?
window,
Was it 116 million pounds or euros?
116 million pounds. And I think
Was that what
120
you paid for with
Florian, yeah.
160 million pounds?
116.
Million pounds.
Yes, 116 million pounds and 100 that is was they calculated it to be 126 million euros.
Wow.
So that's a lot of money. That really is a lot of money.
It
This
is.
this money we're spending concerns me. It not only puts pressure on the players that you're signing for that
Put
amount, it also
pressure
puts
on the
pressure
manager.
on the manager to
Yeah.
deliver because you cannot expect Liverpool to sign all these people
And
and
you
you
now
don't win
finish.
something. We
Yeah.
should be winning a trophy next season with Florian, Isak, Jeremy Frimpong, Milo Skekes, all these signings that we're making.
I think after Isak, you guys don't need to sign any other
I
person.
think it's okay.
Yeah, just be done.
But what of Milo Skekes? We've not closed that deal yet. We need to sign him now.
Not yet, but you guys will close the deal, I'm sure.
Once we sign Kekes and Isak, I think it's okay. I
Yeah,
don't
you
really
don't want
think
to bring too many people into the squad.
man,
Dorcas
it's
is saying it
just
has a lot of money.
well, Real Madrid recently approached Atletico Club, right, to
Mm-hmm.
sign Nico Williams.
Yeah.
They actually want to trigger his
Real
wrist.
Madrid.
Yes, Real Madrid.
But why do they don't what do they need Nicole Williams for?
I also don't know what the point of Vinicius. Like you have Vinicius, so why do you need
Yeah.
Nico?
Why do you need Nico Williams?
But also, I don't know if Xabi Alonso just does not trust Vini.
Today was garbage. It was garbage.
You know, this Vini and his antics. I'm just
It's
tired of it.
garbage. It was garbage.
I'm
Really.
tired of Vini and his antics. It's absolutely
Even
just. It's,
I think it was one of these lives that someone mentioned that Vini will be thrown, it will be disposed of. Alonso will dispose of Vini.
yeah, I think so. It was on this live.
Yeah.
Like Vini just today, they're just okay. When I compare Vini and I
Mhm.
compare, I know it's not a fair comparison, guys. But I look at Vini, I look at Lamine Yamal. I'm like
Feels like one knows what he's doing, the other doesn't.
Vinicius last
He
year. Was
just
it not
runs.
last year you were in like Ballon d'Or shouts?
He was shouting, he must win Ballon
Last
d'Or.
year.
Yeah.
They literally did not Ancelotti and the guys literally did not travel because of you.
Because of you.
Because you felt like you deserved the Ballon d'Or. People said, okay, you did not get the Ballon d'Or. Okay, redo what you did
You've done before.
again. Vini, nothing.
No inputs.
Okay, I know you're
Yeah.
playing Al Hilal. You should be
Yeah.
cooking Al Hilal.
No, they should have won
You should
that
be
game.
you should be cooking Al Hilal. Vini was missing today.
They
Bellingham missing today.
they,
I
they,
didn't even see Bellingham. I saw
they
Valverde miss penalty. Absolutely. Anyways, it's Xabi Alonso's Real
in fact,
Madrid.
we saw Fernandez when Fernandez played LAFC. We always comparing two of them now, right? We
Who?
saw Fernandez. Enzo
Fernandez
Fernandez.
had.
We saw him, he turned up. Yeah.
Is that
It's
making me feel like if Real Madrid had played LAFC,
yeah.
what would have been the
Oh, if they
outcome?
played LAFC, they would have lost. I'm 100%
But
sure.
also looking at the Real Madrid, they looked very good in their transitions though. Their quick transitions looked quite good.
Even Eli, Al Ali, or Al Hale, whatever their name was,
Mm.
they look good in transitions too.
You guys, Salim Al Dasari, baller. Let me give him that bomb because he deserves it.
Is he a striker?
Salim Al
Is he their striker?
He's a mid. You don't know him. He's a Salim. You guys remember that name? That guy is a baller.
Really good.
He's a matured guy though. He's 33 years old, but he's a baller. The way he
Really
plays,
good. Yeah.
I'm like, wow. He was causing problem. I was like, I wish he had scored that goal. The goal that deflected off Asensio. I wish he
Mm,
had scored that goal. That guy is a baller. The way he moves within the midfield. At 33, he's so quick with it. He's so
yeah.
look at how he just easily passes through Trent. Trent just looked like Trent. Trent looks like Trent doing things, But it's crazy. But what is this boss with
Doing
Nico
things the
Williams?
Trent way.
Yeah, Trent just he always looks the same way. I don't know what is this buzz with Nico Williams. Nico Williams, Nico Williams.
Um,
Why do teams want Nico so much? And
he's
where will
he's
Nico end up?
he's really good. Nico Williams is really good.
Of course.
Like he's like to me, if I was to pick a dream club for him that will complete that team will be Arsenal. Because
Mm,
Arteta is a Spanish manager. Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah,
He's a Spanish manager. He's brought in some Spanish guys,
yeah.
and he needs him. Nico
Mm-hmm.
Williams would hug the ball. He will play every single game. Martinelli, that
Damn.
will be the end of Martinelli's career in Arsenal.
Of course.
The end.
Of
Gone,
course.
dead and buried.
You think so? You think it seems too good to be true? But almost every report is saying that Isak, is looking like it's serious. Like Liverpool are actually serious about signing Isak. He's actually looking very serious.
This
I
is a
know, right?
Galactico type of. I'm even scared. I feel like it's too much. But we analyzed it just and said Liverpool did not spend for the 2 windows before
They
this
didn't
one,
spend
right?
it too
So you are
much. Yeah.
spending the money for 3 windows in one, right? Throughout last year, you just brought in KAs at 12 million.
I feel like I feel like that kind of like traumatic mentality of like
Yeah.
FSG, you guys have not been spending. So now that you guys are spending, we are scared of
Yeah.
like, why are you spending money? I don't understand. Take it easy.
Oh
You've
my
been
days.
pinching pockets all this time. Now, why are you willing to bring out the money and
Yeah.
spend?
How
It's a
did
bit.
you how did you see new Man City's new signings?
Man City.
Yeah.
I actually did not watch the Man City
Oh, I watched that game.
game. I didn't watch
Check
the Man City game. How was the Man City game?
Check is going to chop bench. He's going to be on bench the way he's going.
Are
It's
you
a lot.
serious?
Yes, it wasn't good. Slow. He's just my observation. He's not
Damn.
as fast as the other City players. We thought Sheki was fast, but he's not fast,
It's slow.
right? See, even PSG signings were across different
Different
windows.
window. See, the
Yeah,
last time I saw a window with this type.
us spending with big name was Real Madrid got yes, CR7, Kaya
What do you
attack.
mean I'm shouting? What do you mean I'm shouting?
No, he's just talking now. He's just talking.
He says a luxury play. Ah, yes, he
Yeah,
mentioned this. I remember when SSB
yeah.
mentioned this that Czech is the type of player
He
that
was he was not up to speed at all. Anyway, it's a new team. He's
I
in,
feel
but
I feel like SSB did mention this though, that Czech is a luxury player.
everybody mentioned,
Remind
even
me, what did he say
Chevy
again? I
too.
think you said something like he's a player where like on his day, like you might not expect him to run as much or do as much, but when you give him the
Okay,
ball,
defensively.
he'll do something. Yeah, you might not expect him to do stuff defensive, but when you give him the ball, he will do something with the ball and stuff.
Yeah, it was
But how
just
was he on the ball?
City players are all very technical. So it just feels like, okay, yes, we've seen Foden do this, we've seen Jack Grealish do this. You're not doing anything new.
Anything special?
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. See, other than tricks, Checky can't do anything. He looks way
He
too
looks way too
heavy.
top
He's
heavy.
getting frustrated at his teammates. Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
getting frustrated today.
Like he was a bit slow. Like I don't know. Maybe it's because it's a new team.
Yeah, he might butt heads with Pep.
Yeah. So
And
we'll
you know
see.
that attitude problem that you
I
mentioned.
told you he has, and that's why Chelsea didn't sign him. Attitude problem. He's had attitude problem on previous manager. So we'll see.
Mm.
But you know one thing with Pep, I think Pep signed him to come off the bench. Listen, why? Just stay with me. Why I say that is because he kept his big hitters on the bench.
Mm.
Haaland, Bernardo Silva,
Mm.
and the likes to try Sheki
Mm.
of the new signings just to see. But Sheki was
It
out.
wasn't good enough.
Foden too. I don't know what's wrong with Foden.
It's all the kids that Foden is having.
He said off the ball movement is non-existent.
It turned a lot of people off today.
Yeah,
Really?
that's what I'm saying. Like his game was not really good today.
Wow. I need to go watch the
Go
game
and
again.
watch it. I watch.
I need to go around
Yeah,
and rewatch
Reinders
the
is
game. And
yeah,
that
he's
is okay. I like him.
good.
Yeah, interesting. I need to go watch again. I didn't get some time to watch that game, but I did watch the Real Madrid Al Hilal game because that was the one I had the most interest in watching. I wanted to see Trent. I wanted to see,
Mm.
Xavi Alonso's Real Madrid in action, and I guess I saw it. Arsenal retain a genuine interest in a Real Madrid player. Guess who that player is?
Please don't tell me it's Rudiger. I
Is
beg.
Rodrigo.
Oh yes,
But he's
Rodrigo.
going for a price tag of
90 million.
90 million euros.
Nah, it's not worth it. Yes, Real Madrid are gone. Like
They
I
look
don't know if you
cooked.
guys watched the game. I
I
was
made a I
like,
made a video today on TikTok and I said Real Madrid they feel like they have a problem defensively. And I just feel like when you look at Raul Asensio, Trent, they just don't pair up. The defense, they didn't just look like they
they
paired up
don't
well
look like people
together.
that are there to defend.
And
Rudiger wasn't there today. I don't think I saw
he said,
no.
I don't see Alonso getting the keys to the ship yet. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by you don't see
The
Alonso getting the keys to the ship
new
yet?
defender they just bought. What's his name?
Dean Ferguson. But he played a 4-3-3. The structure of the team is wrong. How else would he have set up the guys today? He played a 4-3-3, the four at the back. Trent, Asensio, Dean
Mm,
Ferguson, and Fran Garcia. Right? Mendy's injured.
mm.
Rudiger is injured.
Rudiger is
Or Rudiger is
injured.
not available.
Alaba is injured too.
Alaba is injured. Militao is still injured. Oh, is Militao available?
Those are their main defenders. If you
Yeah,
ask
so it's
me,
like you can't really.
yeah.
Their main guys are not around. But then you now look at their midfield. The midfield was the midfield you expect. The
True
midfield did
many.
not really do. Chouameni, Valverde, Bellingham. Bellingham, Valverde. Bellingham was playing box to box like an 8, right? And Chouameni was sitting.
Not
Yeah, he actually did okay. He
he
was actually pretty
tried,
solid.
but
The person that I had the problem with the most was actually Asensio and Trent. Those are the two guys that concern me. Surprisingly, Trent is concerning me. The passes horrid. I don't really even think any of the passes he gave,
yeah,
long passes.
Vinny was not good today.
Vinny was out of it.
Was not good today.
What pissed me off the most with Vinny was all the falling down when it was not necessary. He even got a yellow card for falling
I
down
saw it.
unnecessarily.
I
He
saw it.
just looked washed. I'm like, what's going on with this guy?
That's why they want to buy Nico Williams.
So
Because
Vinny is going
that's
on the bench.
yes, that's it. Because they need maybe they've decided that they need a serious winger. It could be that might be the reason. Because why are you going
But,
for Nico
but
Williams when you have
If Rodrigo goes to Arsenal, then who fills in that Rodrigo space? Jude
on the
was
right?
it's the weather, like the heat. It's hot weather for everyone, not just European teams. Exactly. Oh, but Al Hilal, they are used to the heat. They be playing in Saudi.
In burning heat.
Bro, they be playing
Koulibaly
in
has been
Saudi.
on that
That heat.
heavy temperatures.
They're even happy that it was not as hot as Saudi. So they are happy.
Saudi heat is even this is
Saudi
even
heat
like
is like, it's
this chilling.
crazy. Yeah, no, it's when they took their water break after like 30 minutes.
You saw
I
them
saw
breathe.
like Valverde, they put towel on his neck,
Towel.
he was like he's dying. And they put the water. I'm like, relax. Calm down. It's
Brother,
that
it's
hot.
just summer.
Man, then come to Texas. Come play in Texas, bro. You will die. You will pass
But I
out.
thought Spain was it was warm.
Yeah.
I thought Spain was warm.
Spain.
Yes.
I don't know. It's Europe, right? It's Europe. Rodrigo
Uh,
and Trent together don't work. Rodrigo is left alone, isolated, while Trent tucks into the midfield. I don't understand. Is Trent going to Real Madrid to play as a false back? Is he going to do the same thing, like tucking into the midfield that he was in at
I
Liverpool?
think Alonso is trying different things now.
This Club World Cup might actually be
It's pre-season. He's
a
trying different
pre-season for
things.
him.
Yeah, he's trying
I don't
different
know.
things.
You see, this is why I said let us watch all the group games. Let us watch everything first
Me,
before
I'm
we can
hand.
give before I can get a true picture
Yeah,
on this Club World Cup and the
yeah.
fixtures. Because looking at how everybody has played today so far,
Oh
I
yes,
mean,
yes, yes. At halftime, he's
mm,
trying to three at the back. They
I
they
don't
tried
know.
second half. First half was not really good, but second half they brought on something different. But still, it wasn't
Is
enough
the Salzburg game is it suspended?
because of weather now.
What is too hot?
Yeah, the weather is in is it Ohio? I don't know where they're playing it. We know
At
what
halftime,
is
Alonso changed to 3 at the back and went full attack. But it didn't feel like it made a difference though. Did it make a difference?
they attacked better. It was a bit better than first half. Do you get especially when they just came out the first 10 minutes?
Oh, rain,
Yes,
thunder.
and
Okay.
Thunders.
Postponed. Okay.
Oh, they postponed the game totally. Yeah,
Interesting.
maybe they postponed it.
But okay, I know Juventus have not played, but all the teams you've seen so far, who
Yeah.
is the standout to you, honestly? Which team do you feel like? I mean, it's too soon to tell, but who do you feel like
Which teams
impressed you so far?
stand out team? Which teams have played? I need to
I
be
can call. I
reminded.
can call all of them. I can call all of them.
Just call them while I think. Yeah,
Okay,
Goulier was
Al
good.
Halil, Inter Miami,
PSG. PSG. I just
Bayern,
remembered.
Bayern, Auckland. PSG is the standout team to you,
Yes, PSG.
not
They
Boca
played
Juniors.
Atletico Madrid and they did what they were meant to do. They
They
played
chopped
as
them,
PSG.
chopped them up, man.
So
Man,
it's
finish
PSG.
them. PSG is the
They
best.
are the
They
team
are
to
the
beat.
best
You
team
know
in the
what I'm
world,
praying?
actually.
I'm just praying they can meet like Man City so that they can remove Guardiola early. Let the rest move on. That's what I'm
Wow.
praying for now. Yeah, SSB saying PSG is the best team in the world. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll
That's
see.
why we're playing the Club World Cup to know who is the best team in the world, right?
Yeah, I
We'll
guess
see.
PSG for new man. But what of Boca Juniors? It seems like Boca Juniors impressed you too as well.
Boca, I was impressed with Boca Juniors, like their energy, the passing, like
I'm just curious. You play Boca Juniors against Real Madrid. They don't stand a chance. Oh, Real Madrid.
oh
That
my days,
physicality
they
from
would
Boca
lose.
Juniors.
They would lose. Real Madrid, this group they put them in, they are very lucky. I'm telling you, if they were in Chelsea's group, they will struggle because they are playing Flamingo, and there are some kind of guys there too.
Ah,
So yeah,
damn. That's interesting. So Arsenal and Juventus are currently leading the race for Victor Gyökeres. I know we've talked a lot about this Gyökeres, but I did not expect Juventus to also be in that race too as well.
I feel he should just go to Juventus, not us now. Man, we don't need that kind of
But
70 goal a season striker in the league now, bro. We're all dead.
there are reports
That's
that
why Kingsley, that's why Liverpool FSG is running to get Isak quickly.
he said Juve don't have money.
Oh my
Honestly,
days.
guys, if we get Isak,
Hmm.
yo, I can just picture it, man. I can just picture
But
it.
he could go to Italy. You never rule out.
Don't sell me on that dream. Gyökeres is not going to Italy or Spain. You think
You
so? You
sure?
think he really wants to come back to the Prem?
You don't know.
This whole Gyökeres situation is just exhausting at this point. Like I'm just tired of
You
this
know,
whole
that's the
Gyökeres.
problem. Like there was, remember when there was a hype with is it Vlahovic or something like that? He went to Juventus and that was the end.
Mm,
We never saw it.
crazy.
We never saw his brake lights.
I'm telling you, Isak,
Too much.
Wait,
It's too
Frimpong,
much.
Kekes, damn. I'm just like, I just hope one of them just does it. I know Isak will not flop. The people that I'm scared that they might flop, I'm not
Oh,
going to lie.
please, please. With Isak Salah. Oh God.
Oh,
Defend Defenders are the ones that are going to suffer this season, this coming season.
imagine they play all three with Isak Salah, like Wheat on the left,
Yeah.
and then Subusla in that 10.
No, Sobosa can't play 10 if it's flat. Okay, three of them.
Yeah,
Okay,
four two
10.
three one,
Four,
right?
two, three, one.
Four
Okay.
two three one. Wheat and Isak has that one, then Wheat, or even Isak with Salah, and then you can play Gakpo, and then Gravenberch and
Brotherly.
Maka.
On paper, he always looks good. They
I
need to play
know
on the
the
pitch.
person I'm concerned about that maybe I'm just praying that
Soboslai.
that person doesn't flop. Believe it or not, is actually Frimpong.
We'll see.
Just because of that defensive ability. What has been concerning me. Because a lot of people have been saying, Frimpong cannot defend, Frimpong cannot defend. So I'm now worried. Like maybe Frimpong just actually cannot defend. I've not really watched a lot of Leverkusen games to really see Frimpong.
Like
Maybe I
can
should
defend.
go back and do some research for myself. But apparently, maybe this guy Chevy knows this, but
Mm,
United have proposed a deal that will
mm.
take Marcus Rashford to Barcelona and gets the player they want in exchange.
Please don't mention Rufinha,
No,
please.
no, no, it's not Rafinha. Rafinha, no, it's not Rafinha. They want a center back,
And
Araujo.
oh, Arao is good. Would they give you one of their best center backs? It's kind of weird.
And actually, Rashford is ready to accept a significant salary cut to get the deal done. Actually, Rashford is ready to go.
He's ready to play, unlike Sancho. Sancho is not serious with his career.
Why did Sancho just take that salary cut and just play for
We
Chelsea?
offered him 150. He refused. So bye bye. They just told him bye bye. Chelsea are not ready to mess around. You
Because they
you,
could easily just go
you
for
want to earn more
Williams.
than Rich James. Which work are you doing?
True, true.
Rich James earns 250. All right, so
Mm, that's crazy. But what's happening with Thomas Frank?
oh, you heard his interview today with Sky Sports, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I like Thomas Frank. He should be, how do I say it now? He should not talk too much.
Mm.
Start the season properly
What
because
did he say?
anything you say can be used against you.
Mm.
His summary is that Tottenham should be winning trophies. That's what the summary of all the conversation he had.
Mm-hmm.
Tottenham should be winning trophies. They should not be where they are. X, Y, Z. Bro, that's why they brought you in. So fix it. Win trophies. Fix it.
Do what Postecoglou couldn't do.
Fix it. We'll see.
Damn. What
I,
this?
I don't know. I don't think Thomas Frank will be that trophy manager.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Like it's the same way, the same eyes I looked at them. But I didn't really look. I knew the coach of Newcastle was a good manager.
Eddie Howe.
Anyhow, was good because I saw him
Mm-hmm.
in 4 months. I saw what he was. He was a very young manager there. You see what he was trying to do with the
Mm.
team he had, right? And he brought them up from two divisions up,
Mm.
right, to where they were, and he kept them in the Premier League. Most teams come to the Premier League and they go back.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Parker is not even able to keep a job. He brings teams up, then they sack him after 10 games.
Yeah.
So for him to bring up a team, even Thomas Frank, he brought up
Mm.
Brentford and he stayed.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Mm-hmm.
not easy,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's not easy. You really need to. And then who did they have in Brentford?
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Yo,
Jordan.
Jordan, what's up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember his first game. They beat Arsenal. Remember Brentford's first game?
Yeah.
It was Arsenal that they beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was Arsenal. They beat Arsenal 2-0. So yeah. But apart from that, they've released the next season's fixtures. You want to look at it quickly?
Yeah, let me see. Let me that's what let me type it.
Ah, oh my days. Like the FA, they are not good people. They are not good people. So
Oh Lord.
what's that?
I'm looking at the fixtures. I'm looking at the fixtures. So obviously Premier League comes back August
Yeah.
15. First game,
Mm.
Liverpool Bournemouth. We should beat Bournemouth. But that would be a good test for us to try. That would be a
But
good test for
no,
us to.
Bournemouth, they are weakened now, so you should beat them.
Yeah, we should be there. Now that we've got to like, well, at least one of their players, yeah, the Nelson has gone to as well. We should be there. We should be there. Aston Villa, Newcastle, they're also playing as well. Brighton, Fulham, Sunderland, West Ham,
Wow.
Tottenham, Burnley. That's it. That Tottenham Burnley game will be a good.
Good test for Thomas Frank.
Yeah, it's not
Get
too
is
crazy. It's
started.
not too crazy.
And you know, the Burnley side, they don't concede goals.
It's more like a warm-up, right? It's more
Yes,
like
Scott
okay.
Scott Parker doesn't concede goals with his current team. We'll see how he plays, anyways.
Wow, that's interesting. And then you have Brighton, Fulham. Have I mentioned Brighton, Fulham?
Yes.
Yeah, Brighton, Fulham, Sunderland, Wolves, Man City. You have Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Manchester United, Arsenal. I don't understand
Ah,
why.
why?
Why?
First
Why?
weekend,
Why? Why we
first
getting
weekend, they
United
can't give us a
Arsenal?
break. Ruben Amorim, they want to sack him. Make sure he sacked early.
So if he doesn't win that game,
Ah, they will
are you
start
losing your
talking.
confidence in Amorim if he doesn't win that game?
You said
Will you lose your confidence in? And I don't know if you have confidence in Amorim, but
he
are
needs
you
a
going to lose
draw.
your confidence
He
if he
needs
doesn't
a
win that? If he
draw.
doesn't win that, if he
He
loses
needs
that
a.
game, I mean,
If he loses that game, it's a red flag. Man, you are at home, right?
Man, you at home, yeah,
Yes, at least even if they lose, maybe 1-0.
something not too bad.
Yes. Remember when Chelsea played Man City first game of the season? Last season they put us against Man City. We lost 2-0.
I would
But
rather play honestly, SSB. I would rather play good teams early. I would rather play good teams early on. It's better to play the good teams early.
no,
No,
it's better
listen.
to play them later
Why?
because then you are
They are
just
weaker.
settling down. You are settling down. You are getting, but it depends. If
It
you have
can
a
work. It can go either way. But
that way,
to
you
be
might
honest,
not have your
it
team
depends
then.
on the team.
Yeah.
Me, like for example, Liverpool now.
Mm.
We have a preseason. We look good. We start with fire and energy. We can meet like a Man City and not lose the game. Kind in a draw, we can win. We can meet all these teams and just win and just go. But if you start meeting them later in the
They
season,
are
people are
stronger.
injured, you're playing in multiple competitions, all this kind of thing. It just can't go either way. I don't know. What do you think? What do you guys think? SSB, what do you think? It
I
can go
actually,
either way. You never can tell.
I don't like to meet teams very early.
Why?
Like first 3 weeks you play Man City or you play no, because
Dangerous.
I feel like let me play other teams, build points, build confidence in the team. Then we match up against the
Against them
heavyweight.
later on.
Not that you lose to the heavyweight, and the problem is when you lose to, let's say, the heavyweight or your rival,
Yeah.
it might affect your team morale.
Mm,
Next game you go, you draw. Then before you know, you started to draw points already.
fair.
So that's
Fair.
that's the thing.
Leeds Everton. This just match they won.
That would be
But
good. Let's Everton will be
it's
nice.
crazy. Man City Tottenham actually play match day two. Man City Tottenham play. Wow, Thomas
Thomas
Frank.
Frank.
Damn. Damn. I find this they will play that game in City's home ground. Yeah.
But he knows
But
how to
anyway,
be. He might get a result against Guardiola. We'll see.
yeah. Anyways, it's going to be very, very interesting and exciting to see
Mm.
the Premier League. I mean, to see Premier League future and to see what's going to happen. But the major focus is Club World Cup and everything that's happening with it. But this Real Madrid game with Al Hilal,
What were your
it,
thoughts?
it really it really surprised me because I wanted
It
to see
did.
I wanted to see Xabi Alonso's Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And to be honest, Xabi Alonso's Real Madrid, it's too soon to tell, right? Because
It's too
some
soon.
key
He's
guys,
still
some key
trying
guys
out
are not
stuff.
there.
But
But
he's
let's not
trying out stuff.
Yeah, but let's not forget that important guys too were there,
True.
like Bellingham, like Vini. I know if Mbappe played, they could have scored a lot more goals, right? They
Oh
really
my
missed
days.
Mbappe.
That would be a huge difference.
They really missed Mbappe, and I think
Yeah.
that might have affected things. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's like we did see we did see them play. I
Mm.
expected Al Hilal to be a good test, and it did, prove my point that they were a good test. But yeah, let's wrap up the stream. What are your final thoughts?
Uh I would say for me, final thoughts. This Club World Cup, especially with Real Madrid, El Ali, or whatever they played, who they played with.
Mm-hmm.
I think Saudi Arabia in themselves, sports guys in Saudi would be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Played Real Madrid and we drew. And
Mm-hmm.
we were really competitive. It's a statement to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they don't go far in the competition, they leave the group. They've made a statement,
Mm-hmm.
right? That what they are doing is working.
Yeah.
Because the world thinks that, oh, this might be another China. They invest money, it's going
Mm,
to go out to the drain,
mhm,
and the league is going to go bankrupt,
mhm,
right? But I don't think so. It's oil money. The oil is there. As far as
mhm.
that oil is still coming out from the ground, the money won't run dry. People still need
Yeah.
to drive cars, right? So I think Saudi Arabia in themselves were the biggest winners today with that draw. And that's why they were so agitated when they
Mm,
gave that penalty. It was not a
mm,
penalty, right?
mhm.
They were agitated because it's an opportunity for them to make a statement. And
Yeah.
luckily for them, they made a statement, right? So that's
Mm,
good. Secondly, Liverpool is the way they are buying people is making me afraid, making everyone afraid. We'll see how far they
mm.
go with all the people they buy. That's all for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, definitely. I expected Al Hilal to be a good test for Real Madrid, and it truly were decent. They were good enough test for them,
Yeah.
but it's a little deceiving because
Mm,
obviously, like Madrid, do not have their main people present, like some
mm,
of their main guys present in the defense. Right, they still have some injuries affecting things, but I still feel like they might need to sign reinforcements. They might need
yeah.
to sign another defender. I don't know. I don't know who they are going to sign, but I just don't trust Asensio and
Mm,
Trent. I think Trent, he will need to work on that defense, right? Work on himself defensively, like to be a
mm,
better defender, because it just feels like when he faces a very technical, It doesn't. It
Yes.
just feels like he just
Wingers.
doesn't stand a chance. You get what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Like Trent can defend against guys that maybe are not super techy, but when he faces somebody technical,
They are
like
beating him.
it just man, they will just finish him.
He has no chance. Yeah.
You just pick him apart. So that's one concern I have. But I still feel like it's not too bad. It was it's a
Mm.
slow start, but I
Yeah.
think by the time Madrid play another game, I think they will still pick up, they will still do well. Not It's not all the way bad. But everyone, there's just this pressure about being a player for Real Madrid or being a coach for Real Madrid. There's just a very high expectation that fans
Exactly.
have and people have when they watch the game. So it's like basically that's the expectation that all of them are just living with right now.
Mm.
So in terms of Liverpool and our signings, I really hope we do close that deal with Isak. I think we deserve to have a striker, a nine
A proper striker.
that can actually give us proper goals. You can't keep relying on Salah every time. If Salah has a bad game, then what?
They are done.
Yeah, Trent needs to win duels. I heard that the stats show that he lost the most duels today. Like he lost the most duels. Like it's crazy. It's insane. Like it is Real Madrid. They don't play. If they are not saying that you're a problem, they will just. It's not like Liverpool where we are like you're our boy. You're Liverpool's
Real
boy.
Madrid is
They
positive
like
though.
you. They just
Was that much
Real
more?
Madrid positive though.
What do you mean? I think Trent contributed to the first goal that Real Madrid scored.
I
That
think the
the
initial
attack,
pass he
yes,
gave,
forward, yeah.
yeah, initial pass he gave. Trent is so vital to build up play, but
Mm.
then at the end of the day,
The
it's almost
defensive
like
piece.
it comes at a cost. It comes at a
And
cost
Klopp did not mind that cost.
because of the high press.
Exactly.
Because he knew that high press wouldn't matter.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Two
it's
of
very
them.
good.
The
That
end
long range
scene,
passing is very
it
good.
was shaking sometimes, but
But to be
it
honest,
felt like he
this is
picked up
Trent's
later on.
debut. This is debut for Madrid. He has not settled
True.
in yet.
Yeah,
Give
even
him time. This is debut.
Ferguson's debut too.
It is
I
his
think they
debut. It's
tried.
their
Yeah.
debut. Like let them settle in. Let that
Mm.
chemistry really. Let them build that chemistry. This is like your first time really playing with these guys. Alongside these guys. You don't know where you expect them to be when you send a
Mm.
pass or something, right? So I think with more time, things will improve for Trent and the team. But there's lots to come, definitely. Anyways, thank you guys for joining our stream.
Yeah.
SSB, Jordan, Chevy, all of you guys that joined. I appreciate you guys.
Lucas.
Remember,
Yeah.
6 p.m. every day. If you guys are new on this stream, please subscribe. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
3K, get us there. And don't forget,
June
this
20.
Friday, let's not even say June 20, just this Friday. This Friday, in 2 days, we'll finally see Chelsea Flamengo play and we'll know whether Flamengo is a bigger club than Chelsea. That's actually the premise of this argument, right? Of this watch along. But yeah, you guys, I appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.